This temp import class, it's just a dumb class that I use when I need to test, for example, if everything works well when there is no weapon or no item in the item array. I can show that now. When we go to the UI folder and we click on the NMS widget, we can see the parent class is NMS widget. If you click on this top and again settings, you always type in settings, and you will see this is the NMS info array. If I want to test, I don't want to lose all these positions that we will go through it later, how to position this stuff. So I will just right click here, copy, go to this dumb stuff, and I right click here and paste. And I already done it. Right now I can go to this NMS widget and I can delete it. And now when we play and we come and we switch on the computer, you see it's not gonna let us in because there are no blueprints. The array length has to be at least 1, otherwise you will get no BP screen. Here we have just an exit button, and it was for me an easy way to kind of call a blueprint implementable event, and then from here the blueprint guys can connect it to the brain, the player controller, while the C++ guys don't even need this BI event. They can connect it through the C++ code to gain some efficiency and never risk any issues or further changes. But it's a nice template, so it should be easy for blueprint guys and it should be equally easy for C++ guys. So there is the HUD. If you want the FPS in the package shipping builds, you just set here visibility, for example, non-hit testable. And now when you press play, you are gonna have FPS on the screen. So NMS selection button is basically next and previous button within the NMS widget. Again, there is the same principle as with the exit button. They are actually same subclass of the C++. So for blueprint guys, this is your study material. Double click on it, see where it leads you, see what it does. For C++ guys, use it as a template to move it to C++ if you want to. Interact widget is basically the visuals when we trace through a visibility channel on a box comp collision. This is what we will see. NMS item button is the left-hand side menu that you have seen within the NMS widget that will be populated or auto-populated based on the number of the widgets, and that will happen on the pre-construct. So if we look in the pre-construct, this is update uniform grid panel. We do our stuff, yari, and we spawn the NMS item button widget, so it looks like you have seen it in the example, and there will be a scroll box. This is the very simple version. You can use this asset as, let's say, a special thing on some spaceship, a special reward for completing a mission. I wouldn't recommend putting there thousands of items at the time. I would rather control it through something else. I think 100 items top, but that's up to you how you will design it and where you will keep all the data. Perhaps a data table will be a good solution for this. So then we have the NMS item position, so I will come back to it. Let's quickly go to the NMS widget, which we have seen on the screen. It's basically has some common animated switchers, and there is bunch of stuff that I don't use, but I prepared it in case you would like to change it. Because as I have showcased what will happen if the array length of items is 0, this will actually never happen, but it's a possibility that you add some additional interaction or you modify it to your project needs. So some sort of preparation was already done in the NMS widget in the CAS. You will have a look at it, you will understand what I'm saying. So for the rest of the widgets, this is just a part of the NMS widget that you have seen, and it's easy to understand. Now the styles, that's really doesn't interest you, that's just the common UI stuff. And the main real question that you have right now, what is this NMS item position widget? So you don't need to touch it here. When you have new items that you want to position, then first of all you have to add those items into the array.